some people, 23 is an unlucky number, although part 23 didn't turn out to be that unlucky for me and Minefan. It started out really well, albeit the vast majority of part 23 was menu screens. Really Big Cheese reappeared, as did my blonde moments, as I thought the Stegosaurus was actually called a Spikosaurus. But that's what you get when you take an ALS Ice Bucket challenge and then several hours later switch the camera on to record the only thing that people on your channel are interested in seeing. Thank God I finally got that fucking sentence out. But apparently our victory with Weeby Cheese was too easy, so we reverted to type and built yet another cow-based custom robot. So prepare yourself for more bovine jokes as we move on to part 24.
I thought we could have. I thought we won that.
I really hoped we'd won that, but I do know there is definitely a tournament with flamethrowers in, so I could use Moonbot in the future if we're still here. By the time that tournament comes up, it's in the German car factory.
It would make sense to use up a German flag. Spanish and Crasher. This is the second time we've seen Crasher. So far this part.
Yeah. Although I don't know how long we're going to be seeing it for, because normally on this map, a robot will die within 10 seconds. Well, no, it's normally me that dies within 10 seconds. I mean, I used to say Crasher was a really easy robot to defeat, but actually on this map, anything's hard to defeat, because the gravity just flips it back over.
Yeah.
Watch me say that, and then we'll get flipped over and just be permanently immobilized.
Or you'll get flicked. Or you'll get chucked in.
Jonathan Pierce just say use the force.
Catapult. I'm sorry. I don't. Probably. Oh, someone has been pitted.
Which is quite lucky, because my drives had just died. I couldn't move then for some reason. Oh well. I really want to know what this stuff is doing on a ship. You've got missiles on the same boat as a... Well... Is it really safe to be playing robotic combat on a ship with missiles? Missiles?
I don't think so. Also, I don't think it's safe playing it when any point you can just like fall down and just drown. Like, how are they gonna save your robots?
Yeah. I mean, they've got some... I mean, this game's way ahead of the time, considering that apparently we can use radio frequency to control robots in the middle of the sea. It's like in 2000. Do you know what's really funny? My mother, last time we went into a phone shop, and my contract is still in my mother's name, and we went to talk, and she's like, "Oh, well, you need to check whether they have coverage where you're going, because I'm moving to Lancaster." And I'm like, and the guy in the shop was just like, "Yeah, the Cold War's ended everywhere. It's like, everyone's got coverage now." Oh, okay, he's gone. They don't have coverage for. Well, maybe it's because we were talking about 3 Mobile. We just thought, I don't want to hear this shit. I'm off.
Have you? What do you think about the EE adverts before the cinema? Have you seen any of the latest news?
Switch off your mobile because this might happen, or you might miss this. Or, no, wait.
No, it's the YouTube video. It's when you do YouTube videos.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one then. I have seen EE adverts, but they're normally... The last one I saw, it was stuff... Well, no. It used to be... I think it was orange ones, and it'd be like... They were doing a secret operation, and... Oh, for God's sake. And there'd be a guy, like, texting his Facebook position. Like... Texting...
That was Expendable, wasn't it? Wasn't that the Expendables?
Oh, right. Yeah. There was a parody of them, and I don't go to the cinema often because I don't have people to go with. Thank God. It's like every time I go to push him off, he'll flip over the top of me, and It's like the physics on this game just hates me.
What's kind of fitting about the last robot is now robot has like all the names, like all letters in my name.
Yeah.
Seeing as SDR is in my second name and Tim my first name.
Oh, fair enough. In that, well, if you rearrange it, it's Sir Tim, and you've been knighted. It's the less successful spin-off show of You've Been Framed, You've Been Knighted. Sort of people on their knees.
Cloud King, Valid Pound.
Cloud King hasn't actually had to change that much, because all it needed to do was remove its spike, or its plow, not its spike, its plow. So actually now it's just King.
Well, maybe I'll stop and sing with a fire at some point.
Yeah. What the f- Oh, sorry, I started using the mini-map. I never used to use any sword. Will you fuck off?
I really hate that boy thing, whatever the hell it is. Oh, okay.
The depth charge things.
Yeah. Oh, we've won!
We've won! Yes! That'll be at least 20 minutes before I see that stage ever again, thank God. I really do not like that arena. Do you want to put the scoop back on Moobot?
Yeah, yeah, and then we can move up.
We can move on. Moving on up. Oh, last time it was sex jokes, today it's cow jokes.
I just realised how fitting it was putting a harpoon in a ship.
We are whalers. Right, we're going for that weird thing again.
And then we're gonna go catch a train.
Yes, we are. Well, hopefully not get on it, but... It's interesting because before this Let's Play, I'd never really managed. I think I'd got one robot on the train before, and I think I've managed like 5 different robots on the train up to now. Mostly because Kilowatt drives on with them, but you never know.
Porcupine fucking.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Sorry.
Sorry. No, I was going to say what it's reminding me of is that when on Crash, when you get 3 Aku-Akus, you get a mask on the front of you. And that's what this scoop is reminding me of.
Yeah.
Or a transformer. Actually, no, it looks like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's such an awesome movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say that it's not awesome, but it reminded me a lot of Star Wars. And
I think it was
the biggest thing it reminded me of was that Rocket, is it Rocket? Yeah. And Groot were, to me, the new Han Solo and Chewbacca. You've got the wisecracking little guy and the tall thing that can barely speak English.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like a...
Alright, I was gonna say I don't want people to be like, oh my god, you're dissing Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel is awesome and everything is awesome. Yeah. Oh, the more people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought it was.
It's Annihilator.
I forgot. Right, so where's everybody else?
No, dude. I think Crasher's my robot because we always seem to face in this part.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello, robot.
Oh, no, you little prick. Sorry, you big prick.
Well, at least Scooby, you won it.
Crasher was still there, being all smoky and bacon. Bacon. No, that's pig. Still, cow bacon.
Oh, sorry,
Beef,
I
that's
thought
the one.
Tractor was going to be dead before you.
Oh yeah, normally if 2 of you die at the same time, it still says that you're last. It's stupid. Even if like 4 robots go in the pit before you, and then you're pitted, it'll say like you were last because you were useless, even though everybody else was immobilized. It's like those stupid judges' decisions. It's like T2. I was so pissed off that T2 did not win that match because the Dark Destroyer was A, a useless robot, and B, did nothing in that match. Sorry.
Yeah. Well,
that was my 16-year-old self ranting because I never really saw that episode properly until I was 16-ish. Whoa.
So you got 2 X, you got another animal. I forgot what the animal is. You got Pancake here. And my mum just came home.
I don't know what those eyes are supposed to be. They look like rotten cucumbers. I would have said rotten tomatoes, but then I might get flagged for copyright or something.
My mum is came. I'll be back in a couple seconds.
Okay. Oh, and we've got the green. Epileptics, look away. We've got the grey curtain of death.
Sorry about that, my mother just, oh, we're still alive, that's good.
Still alive. Yep, there's another game reference. Yep. Oh, you should see the part just before that. No, not just. I think I managed to list 25 games in the last session. It was. I even downloaded a sound effect and everything. It was really quite sad. I spent more time processing the videos than I did playing them. I'm really not very good with post-production.
This is a bit of an animal melody, considering
this is a zoo. This is like Roman gladiatorial combat. When they ran out of Christians, they just shove animals into the pit. I don't like Panic Attack. It's too good. You can never control it. It's almost like if the robots acted most like they do in real life, Panic Attack would be the most accurate to real life because it is a nightmare and it drives really well. It's almost as if Kim Davis is actually driving it. Whereas Pussycat, you know, I feel really sorry for David Gribble because, you know, they didn't even do Pussycat justice. No! No!
You just been testing the train.
I literally was just... It's not the fucking useless clones. Not clones. This isn't Star Wars. The crappy little... What are they called? Custom stock robot-y things. It's the house robots. If it's not the house robots, it's giant Crayola pens on freight ships. I really have not had a great time of it on this Let's Play, so it's been fun, but it's also been wanting to tear what little hair I have out of my...
We're just continuously fighting against porcupine, it seems.
We seem to have... Yeah, this is... There are more... Oh, this is the Robot Wars Zoo.
Yeah.
I would say this is the first time I've actually noticed that the German flag is moving, and that's mainly because it falls off before it has a chance to move. I'm not really quite sure how effective this scoop is being. So.
Do you know we should have named the robot Bratwurst? Isn't Bratwurst like German sausage?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Why should we have named him that? Just because he's got a penis on the back?
Well, now he's got a German flag and he's got cows in it. And Rathbot...
He doesn't have a German flag anymore.
Well, no, yeah. And Rathbot's just got destroyed by the train.
Good.
And Spanners...
If only it had been bashed. See, if we were still using Weird Big Cheese, I could have just flipped all of these and have been done by now. But we've got this guy who's got, what is it, Optimus Prime mask on the front of his wedge, which is completely undermining the shape of the wedge. Ironically, just go away, Bash. I don't want your autograph. No. Hey, thank you, Shunt. 1 out of 3.
I think it's just you and the other one left. Is Thanos still alive?
Spanners was the one he just got flipped over.
Oh, okay. Oh, but yeah, there's the wooden.
The wreck. Which is fittingly titled. I can't move.
Well, at least none of the house robots are tracking you into the train.
Yeah. But in order to get the house robots to shove the other robots into... That nearly backfired. Into the train, I need to go near the house robots, so... I'm just gonna hold down the worry... Hang on. Oh my god, this is actually... Apparently, this is a flipping scoop.
Okay.
Even though it does absolutely nothing.
If this was a real robot, it would probably fail in the first round. No one.
Well, I mean, I know you said you haven't really seen any episodes, but if this was a real robot in Series 1, it would have been the fucking arena grand champion. How many seconds did that say was left?
Like, I guess 5 seconds is just 2.5.
We won in 5 seconds, with 5 seconds to go.
Yeah.
If we won in 5 seconds, that would be a miracle.
And all we need is a miracle.
I think the quickest I've ever won a match on this game, barring the sumo, is about 9 seconds.
Oh, hello, Fracture again.
I think the world record is, for like, a real robot fight is something like 12 seconds, or something like that.
Didn't, like, Iron or flip out, like...
Yeah.
I know it's 6 seconds. It was 6 seconds between Gravity
6 seconds,
and...
it was Gravity and Dance on Gear, wasn't it? That's the one, sorry. Because I know, for ages, the quickest match was a Series 3 match between Cerberus and Griffin, which I never realised, but... It was 11 seconds.
Do you think Griffin, like, just died and Cerberus just pushed in the pit?
Yeah. Of course, when I've got something under control, the house robot comes in, fucks everything up. And now he's got me in his grasp. Oh, I forgot I had my drill.
It's only in the top.
Go on, get on the track, stay. Phew. Literally, there's just relief anytime I even win a match on this arena. This is probably the one I do the worst at, but I don't hate it as much as I hate the ship one, because on that one you can lose for no apparent reason. If Gravity decides to kill you, then... Although I suppose you could say that in real life as well. Damn Gravity. Well, you wouldn't be able to say it if you're dead, but, you know.
Yeah.
Your last minutes as you're plunging. Sorry,
Wolf got into the Galaxy versus C2
Do you know, they actually asked to cast, like, who do you think would be a good matchup for you guys, and that was interesting, because that actually meant that they had to be Marvel fans, so the ones that didn't know anything about Marvel were like, well, I don't think anybody can come up against us, we're too good, and all that. Or they'd be like, I think they asked Karen Gillan, like, how would you do in a fight against, was it Storm? It was someone. Yes!
Oh, yes, we won!
It was, how do you think you'd do in a match with this person? And she was just sort of like, she was just really vague. She was like, I think I'd do alright, just because she didn't know who it was. Well, I'm guessing. Oh, we get Sao Paulo mission.
Are we fighting as Mutant Boss against Panzer?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't think we can change weapon without passing up on the opportunity to kill this thing.
3, 2, 1, activate.
What I'll do is, before we move on to the next stage, I'll check to see if any of the tournaments have a flamethrower. Oh, come on. What the f...
I don't think we have a streamer, do we?
No. But we have a Panzer. Who needs a Streamic when you've got a robot that flips you back over?
Wasn't Panzer like a German tank?
Yep, Panzer is a type of German tank. Interestingly, there was also a British robot called Panzer, which was nothing related.
And then that was Panzer Rat. Panzer didn't think that was right.
Yeah, Panzer F was Panzer's successor. It annoyed me about in the later wars because they didn't tend to. It's like S3. They said S3 were newcomers, even though they'd had 2 previous robots, S1 and S2.
Or Sting and Sting.
Or Sting, yeah. And yeah, they'd be like, oh, Grim Reaper in Series 7, it was in Series 3. It's like, there were loads of robots like that. Constrictor was in Series 7, and before that it had been in Series 2. I always find it really interesting if, like, when I find out that one robot's been another robot in the past.
Like another new 13 Black was a Limpet.
Yes, Limpet. Who actually nearly knocked out Roadblock, who was the reigning champion at that point.